Ladies and gentlemen, PC and console captains alike, my name is Phoenix and welcome to the channel. So today we are going to be reviewing the Advanced Heavy Cruiser, or the Resolute class. This is the T6 vessel. For bridge officers, we have a Lieutenant Commander Tactical, a Commander Engineering, a Lieutenant Commander Engineering/Command, an Ensign Engineering, and a Lieutenant Science. For consoles, we have 5 Engineering, 3 Tactical, and 2 Science. For weapons, we have 4 in the front, 4 in the aft. At level 50, your base hull will start at 44,800, and at level 60, you'll get it at 52,000. Shield modifier of 1, base turn rate of 8, impulse modifier of 0.15, inertia rating of 40. You get plus 5 to all power levels. You get the Universal Console Tactical Maneuvering Matrix, which can only be equipped on advanced heavy cruisers. You also have the Cruiser Communications Array with strategic maneuvering, shield frequency modulation, weapon systems efficiency, and attract fire. Before I start with the loadout, I'm going to go over the ship mastery. So at level 1, you get plus 25 physical, kinetic, damage resistance rating. At level 2, you get regenerates 1,134.5 hull, 1.25% of your current max every 3 seconds in space. Twice this amount is regenerated out of combat. At level 3, enhanced hull plating, plus 25 energy and radiation damage resistance rating. At level 4, you get plus 10% hull hit points. And then the mastery at level 5 is the improved weaponized emitters, which gives me improved weaponized emitters to target within 3 kilometers of target, 297.1 radiation damage per second for 15 seconds, and it ignores the shields. Two stats on this ship is 67 engineering, 25 tactical, and 16 science. Okay, so this is my current loadout for this character. He is a work in progress, so take it as you will. What I have going for me is all advanced fleet plasma beam arrays with a plasma torpedo at the front. I have the elite fleet preservation protomatter deflector array, Nakura impulse engine, the elite fleet sustained protomatter warp core, Nakura crystalline resilient shields. For devices, I have the temporal negotiator, weapons battery, Nimbus pirate distress call, subspace field modulator, 0-point energy conduit, the RCS conductive RCS accelerator for some turn rate, assimilated module, bioneural gel pack, the spheroid fluid hydraulic assembly. I have the transwarp computer, which will reduce the cooldown for transwarp abilities by 50%, plus 28.5 starship warp core efficiency. This comes with the advanced cruiser retrofit, I believe. So what the tactical maneuvering matrix does, gives me a plus to turn, speed, damage, and damage resistance, and it's higher when there's more enemies nearby. You get plus 7.5 kinetic damage resistance rating, plus 7.5 energy damage resistance rating, plus 15 flight and turn rate speeds. When you're in pursuit mode, you get additional plus to turn, flight speed, damage resistance, and it's higher when there's more enemies nearby. To self, you get plus 15 to 45% bonus on all damage based on the number of targets for 1.5 seconds. You get plus 20 to 60 all damage resistance rating depending on the number of targets for 1.5 seconds. And to self, plus 20 to 60% flight speed based on number of targets for 1.5 seconds. And another plus 20 to 60% flight turn rate based on the number of targets for 1.6. To foe, minus 33.3% speed and turn rate on hit for 4 seconds. There is a 2-minute recharge. With the tactical maneuvering matrix, I get a 2-piece bonus set. So that does the following. It gives me hot pursuit, which gives me plus 15% directed energy weapon damage and 10% recharge time on all bridge officer abilities. And then for tactical consoles, I have all plasma infusers. I have not upgraded to the vulnerability locators at this time because I am still working on this character. Alright, here we are in infected space. Someone's already gotten the show started here. Ooh. There you go. So it looks like the board cube is already down. There goes my shields. Oh! I got a little too close to that one. Thank goodness for miracle or miraculous repairs. My goodness. Come on, gotta take out the generator. Looks like it did a bit of aggro. Alright, now. Doing good so far. Let's do this. Just so that we don't get hit by that thing anymore. Ooh, come on. We gotta really work on speed here. But regardless. Yeah, let's work on the transformer now here. So the transformer. There we go. This is good. We're taking care of everything. There we go. Now we're onto the gateway. Perfect. Now that's down, we can go after this guy. Alright, I'm going to enable hot pursuit here. This is supposed to increase my flight speed and damage resistance. Now I think it's dependent on how many enemies are close by. But we shouldn't have a problem with this at all. Yeah, he's gonna be done soon. Perfect. So as you can see here with my DPS chart here, I only did 12.5k, which isn't too bad. It's not great either, but for me, just working on this character in the last little bit, from when I started, I have maybe 5k. Now I'm up to 12.5, so it's not so bad. But you know, yes, I was the lowest on the DPS chart, but you know what? I still wasn't terrible. So there's that for you. All right, the final verdict on the Advanced Heavy Cruiser T6 or Resolute class is this is a good ship. However, I think it is, there are some drawbacks to it. The biggest drawback, I think, is the bridge officer layout. You have 3 engineering bridge officers where you could possibly reduce 1 or 2 of those engineering and change it to either the ensign is a tactical or the lieutenant commander engineering / command, change that to a universal / command. I think that would work a lot better for the ship. That way you can change it however you need to. The other thing that I'm not particularly liking is the transwarp computer being part of the 2-piece bonus set. I understand it's from one of the other advanced heavy cruisers. However, the ability that it, or the bonus that it gives isn't all that beneficial to you when it comes to a game like Star Trek Online, where it is mostly about DPS. However, the 2-piece set bonus I think is very, very beneficial with the plus 15% weapon damage and the 10% bridge officer reduction ability. I think that works. And the pursuit mode, I think you would have to be in a, like, obviously you would have to have a lot of enemies surrounding you for that ability to really be beneficial when you are just using it once or twice and there's only like 1 or 2 enemies close by. It's not very beneficial. With that being said, I do like the improved weaponized emitters, which uses or is used when you use Ace-Ton Beam or Overwhelm emitters. That's why I had both those abilities on, is because they allow me to have the radiation damage, do damage over time on the enemy, which does ignore shields. So that is also beneficial too. I like that. Certainly there are some things that I would like to see changed. However, whether they can be or not, that's up to the development team. And I am a person who rather loves the Advanced Heavy Cruiser. Pretty much it's the main ship that's going to be on this character if I'm not working on mastery levels. However, it is still a good ship. It's still fun to fly in. Most definitely, I enjoy it. But for 3,000 Zen or $30, you know, it's a bit of a hefty price tag. So that's something that you'll have to consider if this is something that you want to purchase. And that is it for today's video. And as always, I'd like to hear from you. Do you have this ship? If so, do you love it or do you hate it? If not, if you don't have this ship, are you going to get it or pass on it? Let me know your answers and any questions you have down in the comment section below. And as always, thank you for watching. Live long and prosper, and we'll see you out there.